And yet, here is an image of this man digging it out. Massive subterranean structure. Not a peep, not an explanation to tell us what happened. Now, here we can have a very good example. Unless our ancestors were termites, these buildings and these structures, the windows, you can see, especially the one in Peru, it looks like these buildings were a giant candle and just somebody lit it on fire and melted them, and then it hardened into rock in some portions, and in other portions it remained the building, but all of the windows and the doors and the structures are all bent and twisted and no longer linear. We have this in the Midwest in the United States. This is found, and they try to tell us that they were dug out by, just primitive Indians that lived and dwelled in those structures, and whatever crap is the technical term I would call it for explaining these buildings. So from Georgia to Bulgaria, Peru, United States, and in China, melted buildings. Here is some excavation going on from different places. We've seen some of these pictures before, but just take a look at where the road level is, and then underneath you can see that the buildings and the inhabitants used to walk on streets and used to live and enter into these buildings way farther down. Life on our planet has been buried. So when we're looking for tools and structures and machinery and technology, most of it somehow has been buried, and that's why we can't find it. Our history is underground, and if we want to find it, we need to start digging. So here you can see also, which they even in St. Louis and different places in America, New Orleans, underground. They actually have these, they call it the underground cities and stuff like that. But here you can see that the street level. Here's the doors. You walk into these shops or houses or whatever. But in reality, look where the window is and the old doorway to these buildings. We walk along the streets thinking this is normal and this is how this building was built.